Picture this. You're in a heated moment, a coworker's snarky comment, a family argument, or a deadline crushing your calm. Your heart races, your jaw tightens, and you're about to snap. Sound familiar? We've all been there, caught in the chaos of emotions, reacting before thinking, only to regret it later. But what if you could stay steady, choosing responses that reflect your deepest values instead of knee-jerk outbursts? That's where Stoicism, a philosophy forged centuries ago, steps in, offering timeless tools to find serenity amidst life's storms. Today, we're diving into 10 powerful Stoic habits, blended with modern psychology, to help you respond, not react, and reclaim your inner peace. These aren't just tips, they're a blueprint for a calmer, stronger you. Stick with me to the end for a game-changing habit that ties it all together. If this resonates, hit that like button, share with someone battling their own chaos, subscribe to Stoic Journal for more life-shifting insights, and comment, what's one situation where you struggle to stay calm, and which habit will you try first? Let's get started. Why responding beats reacting? Life's chaos, rude emails, traffic jams, personal setbacks, triggers instant reactions that spark stress, ruin relationships, and leave us drained. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, taught that while we can't control events, we can control how we interpret and respond to them. You have power over your mind, not outside events, Marcus said. That's the key. The space between what happens and what you do next. Responding means pausing, observing emotions without letting them hijack you, and choosing actions aligned with wisdom and virtue. It's not about being emotionless, it's about being intentional. This builds resilience, deepens connections, and makes you a rock in any storm. Psychology backs this. Emotional regulation boosts mental health, strengthens bonds, and sharpens decision-making. Imagine navigating a tense meeting or family spat with clarity instead of chaos. That's the Stoic way, and it's within your reach. The Stoic mindset, a foundation for serenity. Stoicism isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about understanding them. Emotions arise from judgments. Epictetus said, "It's not things that disturb us, but our view of them." If you see a coworker's critique as a personal attack, anger flares. Reframe it as feedback and you stay calm. This shift empowers you to choose responses over reactions, turning chaos into opportunity. Modern neuroscience supports this. Labeling emotions engages your prefrontal cortex, calming the amygdala's fight-or-flight response. By focusing on what you control, your thoughts, actions, you free yourself from external turmoil. The Stoics called this living by reason and virtue, and it's how you cultivate unshakable peace. Ready for the habits to make this real? Let's dive in. Habit 1. The 5-second reset. Ever feel that rush of anger or anxiety, like your emotions are driving the car and you're stuck in the back seat? That's your brain's amygdala firing, urging instant reaction. The Stoics knew this trap. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Realize this, and you will find strength." The 5-second reset is your brake pedal. When tension spikes, say, a driver cuts you off or a boss snaps, stop. Count slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders relax, your heart rate slow. This pause shifts control to your rational mind, giving you space to choose. Psychology shows this reduces stress hormones, letting reason take over. Practice it daily, in line at the store, during a minor annoyance. Soon it's second nature, keeping you steady in life's storms. Try it today. Count to 5 before replying to that annoying text. You'll feel the difference. Habit 2. Dig into the why. Your reactions often hide deeper roots. A snide comment stings not because of the words, but because it echoes an old wound, maybe being overlooked as a kid. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them." Digging into the why uncovers these triggers. When you feel that emotional surge, pause and ask, why does this hit so hard? What does it remind me of? Journaling helps. Write, this upset me because, and trace the feeling back. Psychology calls this emotional tracing. It separates the trigger from the source, weakening its grip. This isn't blaming yourself, it's reclaiming power. Next time you're triggered, jot down the feeling and its root. You'll see patterns, and those patterns lose their hold, letting you respond with clarity, not baggage. Habit 3. Don't let resentment brew. Unresolved slights fester like mold, quietly poisoning your mood and relationships. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Holding grudges doesn't hurt the other person. It weighs you down. Studies show suppressed anger spikes cortisol, disrupts sleep, and weakens immunity. Instead, confront resentment calmly. If a friend flakes repeatedly, don't stew. Say, I felt ignored when you canceled. If confrontation isn't safe, process internally. Write it out. Name the hurt. Let it go. The Stoics' view from above helps. Zoom out, see grudges as small in life's grand scope. Practice this. Next time you feel slighted, speak or write about it within 24 hours. Release the weight, and you'll feel lighter, freer, and in control. Habit 4. Name it to tame it. Emotions feel like a tangled mess when unnamed. Anger, fear, sadness swirl, driving impulsive reactions. The Stoics valued clarity. Naming your emotions strips its power. Neuroscience agrees. Labeling feelings activates your rational brain, reducing emotional intensity. Instead of I'm upset, say I'm anxious about this deadline or I'm hurt by that comment. This clarity shifts you from victim to strategist. In a heated moment, pause, breathe, and name the feeling aloud or in your head. Journal it if it's too raw. This habit builds self-respect, saying, my inner world matters. Try it. Next time you're rattled, name the emotion before acting. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. You see clearly, act wisely. Habit 5. Keep stress in check. Stress amplifies reactions. A minor annoyance feels like a crisis when you're stretched thin. Seneca wrote, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Chronic stress keeps you in fight or flight, clouding judgment. Build daily buffers, 10-minute walks, meditation, or saying no to extra tasks. These aren't luxuries, they're mental hygiene. Research shows regular breaks lower cortisol, boosting focus. Start your day with 5 minutes of deep breathing. End it reflecting on what you controlled. Notice stress signals, tight shoulders, shallow breaths, and act early. Before a big meeting, take 10 slow breaths. You'll enter calmer, ready to respond, not react. Stress won't vanish, but managing it keeps your mind clear for life's challenges. Bottling emotions doesn't make them disappear. It builds pressure. The Stoics didn't suppress feelings. They examined them. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or recording a voice note lets emotions flow safely. Studies show expressive writing cuts stress and boosts mood. Don't hide feelings. Give them space. Spend 10 minutes daily writing what you feel, no judgment. If you're angry, say it to yourself, I'm angry. This prevents blow-ups and fosters self-awareness. In relationships, saying, I feel hurt, opens doors to connection, not conflict. Make this habit. Reflect nightly on one emotion you felt. You'll build resilience and stay true to your humanity. Habit 7. Channel your energy. Habit 6. Make room for your feelings. Emotions are energy, anger's heat, anxiety's restlessness. Instead of lashing out, channel it into action. The Stoics turned struggles into growth. Marcus wrote, meditations to process his. Run, paint, cook, or clean. Turn raw feelings into creation. Psychology calls this sublimation, transforming impulses into progress. Angry? Hit the gym. Sad? Write poetry. Restless? Organize a drawer. These outlets don't just diffuse tension, they shape who you are. Try this. Pick one activity, like a walk, for intense emotions. Next time you're overwhelmed, do it. Over time, you'll see emotions as fuel for growth, not chaos to fear, aligning with Stoic self-mastery. Habit 8. Flip to their perspective. When someone frustrates you, it's easy to cast them as the villain. Marcus Aurelius urged, ask yourself, what fault of mine resembles theirs? Empathy diffuses tension. A snappy coworker might be stressed. A distant friend might be hurting. Perspective-taking calms your amygdala, per neuroscience, letting you respond with clarity. Next time you're annoyed, ask, what's their side? Imagine their pressures. Maybe they're overwhelmed. This doesn't excuse bad behavior. It frees you to respond, not react. Practice daily. When someone irritates you, list 3 possible reasons for their actions. You'll build empathy, reduce conflict, and stay steady, embodying Stoic wisdom. Habit 9. Own your emotions. Pretending you're fine buries emotions, giving them more control. The Stoics prized honesty. Admitting I'm hurt or I'm scared isn't weakness, it's strength. Jung said, what you resist persists. Naming emotions privately, in a journal or aloud alone, makes them tangible, manageable. This prevents resentment and sharpens self-awareness. In relationships, saying, I feel overlooked fosters understanding, not defensiveness. Try this. Next time you're tempted to say, I'm fine, write the real emotion. Own it without indulging it. This aligns with Stoic prohoresis, choosing deliberately. You're not your emotions, you're the one steering them. Habit 10. Breathe like you mean it. Your breath is your anchor in chaos. Stress makes it shallow, fueling reactivity. The Stoics valued what's in your control. Your breath always is. Slow, deep breathing lowers cortisol, sharpens focus, and restores calm, per studies. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Feel your body settle. Practice 2 minutes daily, morning or night. In tense moments, traffic, arguments, breathe deliberately. It's not just relaxation, it's mastery. Marcus Aurelius sought equanimity. Your breath delivers it. Next time emotions surge, take 5 slow breaths before acting. You'll stay grounded, choosing responses that reflect your highest self. Real-life applications. Imagine a work critique stings. Instead of snapping, pause, habit 1, breathe, habit 10, and name the emotion, embarrassment, not anger. Habit 4. Ask why it hurts. Habit 2. Maybe it recalls past criticism. Reframe it as growth. Habit 8. Focus on your response, habit 5, and journal later, habit 6. If resentment brews, address it calmly, habit 3. Channel frustration into a workout, habit 7. Own the feeling privately, habit 9. This keeps you professional, respected, and calm. At home, when a partner snaps, flip to their perspective, habit 8. Are they stressed? Respond with empathy, not escalation, building trust. These habits turn chaos into clarity. Scientific backing. Stoic practices align with science. Emotional regulation, core to Stoicism, improves mental health and relationships, per psychology research. Naming emotions, habit 4, reduces amygdala activity, boosting rational thinking. Mindfulness, habits 5-10, rewires neural pathways, enhancing resilience via neuroplasticity. Channeling energy, habit 7, mirrors sublimation, turning impulses into growth. Neuroscience supports habit formation, daily practice. Habits 1, 6, 9 strengthens emotional control. Stoicism's premeditatio malorum, preparing for challenges, aligns with stress inoculation, building mental toughness. These aren't just ancient ideas, they're proven tools for modern life. Daily practices to lock it in. Make these habits stick. Start mornings with 5-minute breath meditation, habit 10, for focus. Journal nightly, habit 6. Noting one emotion and response. Track patterns. Visualize challenges. Habit 2. Imagining calm responses. Set daily intentions. Habit 9. Today I'll respond with patience. Practice discomfort weekly. Cold showers, fasting. To build resilience. Habit 7. Reflect on 3 things you're grateful for nightly to shift focus. Habit 3. Read a Stoic quote daily, Marcus or Epictetus for inspiration. Share progress weekly with a friend for feedback. These small actions forge a responsive, virtuous life. The path to unshakable peace. These 10 habits, resetting, digging, releasing, naming, managing stress, making room, channeling, empathizing, owning, and breathing, transform chaos into opportunity. Stoicism teaches every moment is a chance to practice wisdom, courage, and temperance. Consistency builds not just calm, but a life of purpose, impacting others positively. Reflect nightly, adjust, grow. Your responses weave your character's strength. You're not a passenger in life's storms. You're the captain. Which habit will you start with? Comment below. What's your biggest trigger, and how will you use one habit to stay steady? If this hit home, smash that like button, share with someone needing calm, and subscribe to Stoic Journal. Our preview shows how ancient wisdom meets modern life. Hit notifications for more. Your journey to serenity starts now. Own it, one choice at a time.